We will provide the appropriate advisory, and then from there, His Excellency the President will make the announcement next week as to the way forward. The key thing is to be ready, so that when it is announced, you don't start scrambling for interventions here and there. You must make sure you are ready in advance, and with that, then we can be ready to say on our part, we have done what is required, and that's why we are here. It's not just Jomo Kenyatta Airport. We are talking about Moi International. Kisumu, you saw already the inspection has been done. Moi Eldoret. So we are doing all these things to make sure that the entire aviation sector, is ready. And so our objective is to come and see activity, people flying in at night and flying in the morning. This is what will give us a lot of joy. But then we have done what we have to do to make sure that the protocols are ready.
We have made a lot of changes at the airports. There are physical distancing markers scattered all over. We have installed more than 300 sanitization stations, and we continue to add more sanitization stations across the terminal buildings. The use of protective gear will be strongly enforced. So putting on face masks, use of gloves for our airport workers will also be strongly enforced. So those are some of the few changes, but there's a lot more that has changed. And what we are doing very closely with other airport stakeholders is developing a communication plan we shall roll out and sensitize the public on what to expect when we start flying.
I think Kenya Airways is very much ready to fly. We have been ready for some weeks now, ready to fly. We've done all the precautions, all the cleanliness, all the cleansing, all the necessary things that you need to do to safely fly in accordance with international standards, IATA standards, IATA standards, and we've done all those things, and so we are ready to fly. I think the last point now is the airports. Are the airports ready? And we've spent the morning inspecting JKIA now, and I must say that personally I'm very happy to see what has been done, what's been done at the airport. I think, barring a few things that the CS has mentioned, the airport is also ready to fly. So as soon as the President gives the go-ahead, we'll be ready to go. And I might add that from a Kenya Airways point of view, we all want to go as soon as possible. If we could fly tomorrow, we would fly tomorrow. We need to fly, and as the country needs us to fly, and our business needs us to fly, so we are ready to go.
We are all worried that we have been grounded since March, and we are very anxious to take off. So we are waiting very, very anxiously to hear His Excellency, the President, announce the date for takeoff, both domestic and international. Obviously, the initial facility is the airports. Once the airports have met the protocols to combat COVID-19, we, as air operators, have already put in place the protocols that will enable passengers to be ferried very, very safely, devoid of contracting the COVID-19. And we are very anxious and looking forward to ensure that we maintain the safety record that Kenya holds of very safe air operations.